Hello, everyone. How are you doing out there? It's William here. I had scheduled this for 5 after 5, but I was able to close up the store a little bit early and get here a little bit earlier than that. So, hello, welcome to the live. This is Allegory Gallery, William here, and I am at Allegory Gallery because today we are showing you some gemstones. Now I said under $20. These are $20 and under is what I should say. Not that that matters. Most of them are under $20, but I wanted to show the $20 ones too. But we here at Allegory Gallery strive very hard to always do our best. And yesterday, possibly, we didn't quite do our best with some of the news that we released. I don't want to say that we were in the wrong, because I don't necessarily believe that. There may have been a better way, and I didn't expect the conversation to take as much time as it did. Some people were inadvertently hurt by what we said. We appreciate all of you out there and all of your support. The one thing we will ask is please, if you were watching yesterday's video, you already know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. We're talking about somebody who is taking the same spot in our live. And we mentioned about the TGBE group. We want to say outright, it is not Soflex. Soflex is a very good partner with us, and we love Sarah. We love the whole crew over there. Someone or someones anonymously, mixing up a few words, anonymously went to their YouTube page, their YouTube videos, and in some ways confronted them thinking that they were the ones we were talking about. They were not. So, you know, we are having issues. This is a real thing. This is something that somebody is doing this, and we've tried to talk about this privately. We're going to do more of that, but we want you to know it is not Soflex, everybody. So the other thing we ask, you know, we ask for your support always, and you give it 130,000% all the time. And we are so appreciative of that. But please, the best thing you can do to support us is to watch us, purchase from us when you can, share our posts, like our posts, comment on our posts. We never, ever, 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 ever want anyone to support us in a way that hurts someone else. So we thank you all so much for your support, for your ready to, you know, pick up the pitchforks and go with us. But we ask you, please, do not make comments on other people's lives or on other people's posts. It's not our way. It's not what we want. We're not the kind of people, you know, Andrew and I get riled up sometimes, you know, it's the way we are. And in some ways, you know, some things to us, because it's personal. Our business is personal. Our business is us. And because it's personal, we see things in a very, very black and white way. And you know, I don't want to go into too much more. We did this yesterday, but I do want to say, please do not go to other people's lives and confront them about what we talked about. Do not, you know, if you know who it is, you know who it is. If you're not sure, please, you know, we are not people who send people after other people, right? That's not the kind of people we are. We are peace loving. We are orderly. We talk very transparently on our lives about our business and what's going on. I tell you this all the time because you are all like friends to us. You know, sometimes we probably open up more than some other people do, but we never want that to turn into something vengeful or something you know, mean, or we are never asking you to go out there and attack anyone on our behalf. That's what it is. And we never want that to happen. We want, you know, if you want to support us, like I said, the best way to support us is to support us. Watch our videos, share our videos. When you can, purchase from us. And you know, we ask that of the other people in the TGBE as well. This is just one business that we are having a conflict with. And, you know, more is going to be discussed and more is going to be done with what's happening. We don't know yet what, but be assured there are plans in the works to take a look at all of this deeper within the group. And Marianne says, I think you can defend yourself and don't need any of us to fight your battles. That's what it is. And, you know, we know it comes from a good place. We know that, you know, we love you all and you love us, and we know that, and it comes from a good place. But, you know, it's not anything that we need you to do on our behalf to attack other people. You know, when things settle, we can you know, talk more about it and discuss it. But it was something that has been frustrating me personally. And you know, we're very transparent, maybe too much to some degree, I don't know, but I don't see how you can run your business in another way when you have, you know, followers who really want to know you, and we want to know you all. So I wanted to put that out there. Some people went over to Softflex's live on their YouTube, and they were writing things that were not appropriate, and they were doing it in a anonymous way. They created an account, it looks like, and said some things, and that's not what this is about. You know, we thank you for your support, and we want your support, but we never, you know, we don't want people to be damaged by the collateral damage, right? We don't want that happening. So we apologize to anyone in the group who has gotten negative feedback because of this. We are now putting out that siren song, please come to us. Do not go and attack others, right? And, you know, it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to discuss in general. And it's a hard thing because we know that everything that is done out of love for us. But we don't want to hurt other people. And that's not what we're about. We were talking about trying to take the high road. That's why we haven't mentioned any names at this point. We're still working on this. I should have maybe been more transparent about that this is an ongoing thing. This is not something that has happened and now we have no recourse. This is an ongoing project and an ongoing discussion. And that's maybe something that I didn't point out as much because in some ways I thought that was understood, but maybe it wasn't. So I'm glad Sarah was here. We love you all over there. It's nothing, you know, we never want to send people to do bad things to anybody else. That's not our way. We were talking a little bit yesterday about taking the high road. That's the people we try to be. And, you know, we never want other people to do things on our behalf in that way. So thank you. Thank you for having our backs. Thank you for your support. But please do, you know, support us in the ways that are most useful and the most purposeful, which is just, you know, if you see something you like from us and you have the ability, grab it. If you see something that you like that you think your friends may like, please share it. Those are the best ways to support us. Have our back when we need it, which you always do, and we appreciate that. But please don't go out and attack others. We're not doing that, which is why we haven't mentioned any names. And we don't want you doing that. Marianne says, especially the wrong people. Yeah, and I know it's in some ways our fault for not saying who, but with things still ongoing, we don't want to mention that at this point. And that's really what it's about. So, but I will say it is not Softflex, everybody. They started the TGBE with us. We have a great relationship with them, and it's not them. If anything, their lives, I believe, are often at 6 p.m. Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken. And sometimes we run into their lives, probably often, actually. So in some ways, we need to do a better job about that too. So it's not them, all right? Okay, that being said, again, our sincerest apologies to anybody in the group or any other business who's getting any kind of slack or feedback, negative feedback from this. We don't like this situation anymore, but we are not trying to inflict it upon anyone else either. We wouldn't wish this on anybody. So that is that. That's what I have to say about that. So today, let's move on to today. We are looking at gemstones, which I put $20 and under. And it's really, I put under 20, it's really 20 and under. We're gonna look at $20 and under. It's so important to Andrew and me that we have items in the store that are affordable. And that word affordable can mean a lot of different things depending on who's speaking it, right? And to some of you, $20 may not be that affordable right now. We've been there, we understand that. But in today's economy, I think $20 for a strand of gemstones is affordable in what a lot of things are rising up to these days. So today, I wanted to spotlight some of those items that we have in store. Some of these are in the online store, but most of these are mainly just in the physical store that are $20 and under. And, you know, Andrew and I grew up quite poor in some ways. I think he had that experience a little more than me. His family did not have a lot of money. My family didn't have a lot of money either, but I had wonderful relatives, grandparents, aunts and uncles who were able to give me more. And so, and I also, you know, we both worked he worked a lot earlier probably than me. I worked from when it was legally able. They had a family business that he was working at for a long time, I think. But, you know, I worked since I was 14 to make my own money to buy the things that I wanted. So, you know, we've talked about my issues. I've had vitiligo, which changed my entire appearance at like a fundamental stage of my life, entering into my teens, which for a long time made me not like myself. And so to a lot of people in my school, they thought I was very wealthy because I covered up by buying suits. Those are the things I asked for new school clothes. I wore suits to school, or I wore full button-up Oxfords with ties and things like that. So I was lucky that I was able to do that. But I also had things that I purchased with my own money because I had it and it didn't take away from my mom. On Andrew's side, a lot of any money they made just went into the family. He wasn't able to acquire his own money. He had to help support his family. My mom did without a lot so that her money would go to the bills and the mortgage, and our money, me and my brother, the money we made, we were able to keep and spend on other things. So at least she didn't have to spend money on us as much. But, you know, we both grew up not, you know, the world was not necessarily at our feet, right? As they say, we took one family vacation in my entire time of living at home. 1 year we went to Washington, D.C. for a few days, but that was the only family vacation we ever had. And You know, it wasn't something we did. We went to our grandparents' house. That was our vacation over the summer, which was great, actually. So I wouldn't have traded that for anything anyway. But so anyway, this is all to tell you, we didn't grow up with money. We know what it's like to struggle, and we know what it's like still to struggle. Like, we live off of what we make here, and sometimes it's small, like the winter months when there's no one walking in the door. I had no customers walk in at all today. Um, so that's why when we go shopping for gemstones, you know, it's fun to buy the high-priced, beautiful, you know, rubies and sapphires and you know, all those stones that come with that price tag. But we also find joy in shopping for stones that are not that expensive, because we know that, one, a beginner doesn't necessarily want to start out spending incredible amounts of money to find out if they like this hobby or business or whatever they're going to turn it into, therapy. So we know they don't want to spend a lot of money. So in most of our jewelry classes, $20 and under strands are what sell. So we always have them for that reason. But we also have them for all of you out there who, you know, want to make beautiful things, but may not have all the means in the world, like I grew up not having. Some of you have kids who, you know, that what they need is more important, or some of you have health issues, and some of you have, you know, just also live smaller. That's an okay thing too, right? It's okay to live small. It's okay to not need a huge income. But we also want to make sure that you can enjoy your hobby or craft or therapy or small business without having to, you know, spend a lot of money too. So that is very important to us. And that lesson never goes away, I think. And it's something that we always strive for. Every time we shop, we try to make sure that we have things that are what we consider affordable. And even though we have our own business, and like I said, that word affordable can change as you have more money or don't have more money. And so we always try to think back, what as a kid, you know, maybe could I have squirreled away to buy something, or what could my parents have afforded to pick up for me when we were in a store. And, you know, over generations and over time, we know inflation happens and all that stuff, but we still try to keep it at a point where there's always something for everyone at Allegory Gallery. It's very important to us. Some of the only customers I've had this entire week have been kids probably around 14 and under, have come in and bought things to make jewelry. And, you know, for us to have something where they feel good and they can buy things and make things with, it's rewarding. And that's the kind of business, and that's the kind of people we want to be. You know, we could buy only high-end stuff and sell only that, and we would probably maybe make more money. I don't know. You'd have to have, you know, the right people coming in all the time for that. And that works for some people. It really does, and that's fine. If that works for you, that's great. We just have a different view on things simply because we've been there and we know. Andrew would ride his bike miles and miles and miles to go to the crystal shop sometimes, or the comic book store by himself, just to have a safe place to go and a place where he could get something and be able to afford something. And so that's kind of, you know, those are lessons and those are life experiences that are hard to push away. You know, to me, when I spend $50 on something, that's still a lot of money to me. You know, it may not seem like it. It may not, you know, I love technology, but my technology either, you know, I have it for a long time, or I sell it to someone else before I buy something new. If I can't sell it, I don't get the new thing, right? So that's usually the way we function. And so, you know, sometimes we show off the flashiest things on these lives, and, you know, everybody can get excited about them. But I think it's equally great to get excited about things that don't cost a lot, and things that, are still pretty, still very much things that we would use in designs. And that's always our mission. We don't sell you anything we wouldn't use, but at the same time, make it affordable, right? I think that's fun too. So I'm gonna just talk all day. Let's start showing you some stuff. How about that? One thing I forgot to do, I want to hook up my other light here back here today. It was sunnier earlier and I forgot to do it because it was so nice and sunny, but it's not sunny anymore, and I don't have much light back here. So I'm gonna hook up the store phone to my little thing here and turn on the light so we have a little bit more light on our subjects. And I also want to mention, I don't think I said it, we have affordable things in our online store too. I just did a quick check, and if you go into our gemstone collection, there are gemstones, loose gemstones, strands of gemstones, pendants of gemstones. You have to go to page 5 on our website. If you sort from lowest to highest price, you have to go to page 5 before you start going over $20. That's a lot, I think. That's a lot of different strands that we've curated and handpicked that are under $20 for those who need that or just want that. There's nothing wrong with, you want a strand that doesn't cost as much. There are beautiful things in the world that don't have to cost a lot of money. And so if you go to our website, go to the gemstone collection, click price low to high, you'll get to page 5 before you see anything over $20. And so, I don't know how many pages of gemstones we have. Let me just see if I can take a look if I didn't get rid of it. We have 9. There are 9 pages of gemstones, and 5 of them keep you under $20. So I think that's a pretty dang awesome thing. And it is something, it's a calculated thing. It's something that we try very hard to do. Michelle says, I bought your rubies and sapphires for $27 a few days ago. Well, my son did. Yeah, we try to make sure there's something for everyone and that everything that you get is of a good quality, right? We want it to be quality for you, not something just, we don't want to say we have things under $20 just to say, hey, we have things under $20. You can buy something over there. No, these are nice things, right? These are nice things. Mary says, when will the next country beads be released? Need to consider my limited bead budget. When Andrew gets back. And with everything going on today, like we discussed in the beginning of this, Andrew was set to come back today. But after, we were talking about what happened yesterday, and we didn't realize the effect that it had on some people and what some people were getting responses from and how they were being responded to. There was a lot of discussion today, and Andrew's, if you saw his recent travel log, he just wasn't in the brain space to make that long drive today. So Andrew will be back tomorrow, by tomorrow night, if all goes well. And once he gets back, we will be compiling next month's March's Global Adventure Kit. So in a few days, we'll probably be releasing some of that. We're going to generally try and keep them around the same price as we have been, which let's just take a look here. The Global Adventures, do I have any still? Not up. I think they were in the $30 range. So we're going to try and keep it to that. They are at Cynthia's house. Pam is asking, are they back at Cynthia's house? Yes, they arrived in Asheville at Cynthia's house yesterday. And Andrew was going to get up and move on to Pennsylvania today. But with everything going on, he decided to stay down there. And I told him probably best to stay down there. So he's spending time with them. He spent a lot of time with Cynthia and Azalea, but he's getting to spend some time with Greg and Max too, which is always great, and the cats. So Marty is there, and Pearl and Buttercup, the 3 cats. So he's spending some time with them. Pearl, their one cat, absolutely loves him. Would not let him sleep most of the night, cuddling with him. So Pearl's a cutie, and I remember her, even when she was young, we would stay over and she would bite our toes through the covers. And she has warmed up to us ever since then, and especially Andrew. She likes him a lot. So it is, he's having a good time, I think, in amongst everything else that is going on. And, you know, sometimes you don't realize the things you vent about can have a larger impact, and we don't want that always. So, yeah, let's see. Oh, Nettie's with us. Hello, Nettie. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you here. We haven't seen you here actually in a long time. We have a lot of people joining in. I'm not going to go through the whole list like we normally do, because I know y'all want to get on with the show. And so thank you if you're joining us. Please hit those thumbs up. We got over 35 thumbs up yesterday, so we did a giveaway. You never know when things like that might happen again. So make sure you do a thumbs up, and please hit the share when you can. Please hit the share. Let's see here. What else is everybody saying? Marianne says, okie dokie, maybe 1 strand then. Nice. Nettie says, I'm still alive. Right? It's good to know, since we never see you ever anymore. Nettie moved away from us. We had Nettie on our podcast. If you didn't see, let me see what episode it was. Maybe Nettie remembers what episode she was in. I don't remember. There it is. She was episode 6, Nettie Ray. And so Nettie was local to us, and then she moved further away and bought a house far away, far, far away, like 30 minutes or something. But we never see her anymore now, so it's good to see her here. Glad everything's going well. All right. Let's see here. Minky says, how do you buy on your live? There are many different ways, and I will tell you the way when we get to the strands today. All right. So let's get to that. How about it? Let me flip the camera around here. We have 39 people watching us right now. We appreciate all that. The more people who watch us, the more YouTube and Facebook like us, the more we can do on these platforms. I have my little thing here. Let's see. This is pretty. I don't know why this is so far away from me. Okay. So, Cynthia, oh, it's Andrew. Says, Andrew here. Thanks everyone for your support. It was a hard day, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, you know, some days become harder when unexpected things happen. All right, so affordable gemstone strands. Harry says, I bought a strand of bigger tourmaline and 2 of those Amazonite packs. Thank you so much. Yeah, we just released our Design Challenge Mix Amazonite yesterday, and I don't have it here, actually. I meant to bring it, and I forgot it. So we released that. We sold out, and so we're going to be ordering some more supplies and making more. So I added more into the online store. So there are a few available, but I don't think I'm going to be able to add more than I've added. So if you haven't gotten yours, check it out. And grab yours. And we took a picture of what we have so far. We're going to be mixing in other beads and other Amazonite beads with it. So it will change a little bit different, possibly from the picture. But I did list in the description that it was an assortment of all different Amazonite gemstones. But that is the general idea. Michelle says, I grabbed the Amazonite and amethyst. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is the one thing I was going to show you yesterday. We have the amethyst one. And the amethyst one is still available, as Michelle said. If you missed February's, you can grab the amethyst one. This is a sampling of what you get in the amethyst design challenge mix. That was for February. You also get this toggle from the Allegory Gallery Fine Pewter line. So those are still available, and those, they belong in this video because they're $20 and under. That was a $20 kit right there. So you can grab that today if you'd like to. It's still available under the kit collection, and it's $20. And then we have another mix. This is the Painted Desert Luxury Bead Blend. And this one is beautiful. There's lots of things in this one: gemstones, glass, metal beads. And that one's only $18 for a 2x3 bag. And this is the equivalent of a 2x3 bag in here that you're seeing. We always try and show you the actual kind of a general sizing. So we don't just fill these bowls and be like, here's what you get. We actually put it in a bag first and then empty it into these bowls. So we make sure that you get actually what you want, or you get what you see, kind of, because they're mixes. So you don't get exactly what you see. They're put into a big bowl, and then we divvy them up. Oh, let's see here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're up to 37 people watching. Thank you all so much. I like that hovering in the 40s and 50s like we were doing yesterday. So please hit that share button. Please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. We got almost 50 new YouTube subscribers over the past 30 days. So we really appreciate that a lot. That's a lot for us. For some channels, that's like they don't even bother counting that, but we are super excited for 50 more people. All right, so let's take a look at some gemstones, $20 and under. So these, I don't know if you can see the red in these. I think you can a little bit. These are graduated rounds of Garnet, everybody. Garnet graduated rounds, $18. $18. So in order to purchase these, I'm going to say that what you can do is take a screenshot, just like we normally do, and send it to us at info@allegorygallery.com. If you want to include with that screenshot the SKU, which is 3269 on this one, 3269, that would be great, because that will help me further figure out which one you want in case the picture comes across as a little blurry or small or anything like that. Pam says, that's great news to have more subscribers. I think so. I think so. Especially when you're a small channel like ours. 50 new people in 30 days. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, if y'all want to go make your friends sign up and we get 200 subscribers in 30 days, I'm not gonna turn that down. But I will take the 50. I like that talk. Okay, so we have a few strands of this. These are graduated garnet rounds, only $18 a strand, and that's a nice strand. That's a nice strand size there. That's one strand. We have total, I think, of 3 strands of these. These are the other ones, so you can see them. You can see some of that nice red. In some of them, they show it better. Some you need like sunlight to see, or better light than we have. But these are a nice that brownish red garnet color. Love them. Beautiful strands. Under 20 bucks. Now, sometimes under 20, we have to do the half strands, right? And that's okay, because you still get a lot. You can make things like earrings on them. This is rose quartz. These are ovals that are approximately 10 by 14 millimeter, and it's $40 for the half strand. Now, these are really pretty. They have a great color to them. Color that I can even see on my screen. A lot of times rose quartz, the color gets faded out on the cameras, but this one looks good. So this is $14 for rose quartz. I think I have 1, maybe 2 strands of this. This is 5325 is the SKU. Marianne's asking, are they brownish? I'm thinking you're talking about the garnets. These are brown and red. They're a nice cherry, deep cherry red in some case, like you can see maybe right there. and in other places they're a little bit more mocha colored. There's a mix on them. And some stones have both. All right, so there are those. Now I got a lot today, y'all. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5 trays of stuff. We're not going to go through everything. I just pulled it because I was like, let's see what I'll show people today. But I just want you to know that if you do come into Allegory Gallery, we do have things that are for everybody. Here's another little thing of rose quartz. These are rounds, and they're matte rounds, and they're only $7 for the half strand, and they're 4 millimeter. And this is 5324. Is that the same price as the other one? Same SKU? No. 5325, 5324. And these are nice. I like these. I love matte stones. I'm a big fan. So if you want to order anything from this video, take a screenshot of the item you'd like, send it to us at info@allegorygallery.com. Please, if your email app asks you, do you want to send this attachment in small, medium, large, or original size? Most iPhones and Apple devices will do that. Please send it original size or large if you want to save a little bit of data, but please, as close to original size as you can. All right. And let's see here. How about these? Now, chips. Chips are one of those things that they're starting to go up a little bit more in price, but we still have a lot of strands available of nice chips. These are Aquamarine chips, and these are $11 for the strand. These are larger sized Aquamarine chips. I should have gotten out my ruler, but I don't know where my ruler went. There it is. Here's a ruler. I'll just place that here so you can have an idea. Maybe I'll put it on the millimeter side. So those are pretty big chips. And these are Aquamarine, true Aquamarine chips. You can see them. Some have that nice blue color. Some are a little bit more pale. Some are almost clear, like that beautiful pale strand of Aquamarine that we had in the higher end show. But gorgeous, gorgeous Aquamarine chips. This is 2233 is the SKU. And again, those are $11 for the strand. And then how about some red Jasper chips? Some nice kind of pale desert. That would go nice with the desert mix, right? That would go really prettily with that. Prettily? Is that a word? They go really well with that. This is only $4. $4 for a strand of the red Jasper chips. And this strand is approximately 16 inches long. And it is 2414 is the SKU. 2414. $4, everybody. How can you go wrong? $4 strand. That's less than it takes us to ship these to you. Shipping is more expensive on this strand than the strand itself. We have another strand here, Rutilated Quartz chips. There's some beautiful chips in here of Rutilated Quartz. You see a lot of that golden color. A lot of that is the rutilation. Some of these are really sparkly with the rutilation in them, and they're only $7. $7 for the strand, and the SKU is 2238. 2238. Gorgeous Rutilated Quartz chips. Now, maybe you ordered the Amazonite kit from us and you want some other Amazonite. How about these Amazonite square tubes? These Amazonite square tubes. Now, these are some lighter color Amazonite, which we will probably be mixing into our mix of our Amazonite before it gets sent out. Just because we love to make sure you get a little bit of everything. We want you to have some of that darker stuff, the more blue, we want you to have more of the green, and we want you to have some of the lighter stuff too, because it's all really pretty together. And so if you wanted to mix these in, you could do that as well. These are only $8 a strand. They're square tubes, we call them. Just large rectangles, right? Rectangular cubes. For I'm sorry, 2442 is the SKU, 2442. And I think I have 1 or 2 strands of these. Student says the rectangular shape is interesting. It really is. It really is. And like I said, if you're worried that this isn't going to go with the Amazonite kit, we are going to be adding some lighter color to that kit as well to round it off so that it gives you a little bit of all the colors of Amazonite. And there's already some in the picture that I took, but we're going to be adding a little bit more of everything. A little bit more of everything because we need to make that mix bigger so we can get it out to more people because you all loved it so much. All right, so there's that one. Whoops. Let's not knock everything around. Next up, we have some rounded squares in Amazonite. Rounded squares in Amazonite. These are $8. This is $8 for this strand. And this strand is, again, 16 inches. These are true strands, full-size strands. 2441 is the SKU. Beautiful, pale, that greenish blue, pale greenish blue color in the Amazonite. And we have a half-size strand of flat rectangles. This is $4 for this strand. 2462 is the SKU. And this is, you can see, it's an 8.75 inch strand. So it's over a half strand, but at half the price at $4. Beautiful, pale Amazonite. Norma says, I like those rounded squares. Me too. I love that shape. I wish we found more of it because you don't see that very often like that. All right. So there we have that. Let's see what else we've got here. How about this? This is new Jade. These are 15 millimeter by 7 millimeter, and they're like twisted cubes. Or twisted ovals, maybe. I don't know what you want to call that. They look like they've been taken, somebody just did this to them. This is 5500 is the SKU. This is a 15-inch strand, and it is $15. Only $1 an inch. Only $1 an inch. And I love, this is almost like a green color. It's a new Jade, but it's a very, very light new Jade. Sometimes new Jade is very yellow, but this is like a greenish tint to it more so. And I love this shape. I think I only have 1 of these strands, but I love that shape. So there's that one. And how about gray moonstone? Did you know you could get gray moonstone under 20 bucks? You can with us. Natural, not dyed, natural gray moonstone. Look at that. Look at how pretty those ovals are. Smooth ovals. Natural gray moonstone. And this one is $18. $18 only, 3213. And this one is 16 inches. 16 inches. So beautiful gray moonstone for only $18. How about that? I think I only have 1 or 2 strands of this too. 3213 is the SKU if you'd like to send us the SKU with the picture you take, the screenshot you take. That helps a lot. Helps a lot. Donna says, hi, one and all. I love these. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. We like them too. We like them too. We want everybody to be able to afford good, beautiful things. So here we have some faceted, we're going to call these faceted barrels or lanterns. in the rose quartz. These are approximately 10 millimeter, and they're $20 for the strand, which to get, I think, that cut and stones this beautiful for 20 bucks, I think that's really good. Susan says, gray moonstone is surprisingly hard to find. We don't see a lot of it. Rainbow moonstone, we see more of it. Peach moonstone. Gray moonstone, we don't always see a lot. You're right. Now this strand is approximately 15 inches. 15 inches, $20. And this is 4722 is the SKU. If you're looking for those, I have, I think, one or two. I think I have another strand of this over there. I think there's two strands. There are two strands. Marianne says, lots of color on that rose quartz. There, it has beautiful color. Beautiful color. So much color, you don't really even see the strand much through the stone. It's a really nice quality stone. All right, next up, how about some white jade? White jade, these are 15 by 12 millimeter ovals. 15 by 20 millimeter ovals, and these are $16 for the strand. And the strand is just, it's about 15.5 inch strand. And these are just beautiful white stones. Sometimes it's really hard to find a beautiful plain white actual gemstone that's cut nicely. And these are beautiful smooth ovals. Michelle says, wow, they glow. These are beautiful. And again, only $16. And all the dollars, of course, here are in the US money, US dollar, because we are based in the US. For all of you watching out there doing that translation, we are based in Pennsylvania. Ligonier, Pennsylvania is where our physical store is. But we do ship all over the world. All right. You will be billed in US dollars, and there's all that magic that happens on the internet that changes that money into different monies, right? At least it's supposed to. At least it's supposed to. Now, some of y'all love Dalmatian Jasper. I do too. I think it's so cool and properly named. We have 4.5 millimeter Dalmatian Jasper rounds. And this is, again, a pretty full strand. I think that's an actual 16-inch strand, just under 15.5 or so. Only $12. These are, again, the 4.5 millimeter. 5035 is the SKU, but beautiful little Dalmatian Jasper rounds. Now, if that size isn't for you, we can step it up a notch. We go to 6.5 millimeter, and we have the 6.5 millimeter Dalmatian Jasper rounds. I'll leave these here so that you can see the difference. These are $15, so from $12 to $15 to go up to 6.5 millimeter. And gorgeous, gorgeous stones. But maybe you still want even bigger, and we can still stay under $20. We go up to 8.5 millimeter, and they're only $18 for those with the SKU 5037. And look at those. So there are the three sizes. Dalmatian Jasper. They look like Dalmatians, right? They got the right name. So you have it 4.5, 6.5, and 8.5 millimeter for the $12, $15, or $18 price. Now these are some of my very favorites. I love these Jasper Ovals. I think I love them so much that I've sold all but this one strand. I'm pretty sure. Let me move this back so we get the right color correction on here. But look at how pretty these are. Look at those. Just so much character in each one of those. And this is a 16-inch strand. These are Jasper Ovals, $16 only. 3404. 3404 is the SKU. And I think adding that to the Painted Desert mix would be really nice. I think that would be a nice combination. I think they fit in really well if you have that kit already. If not, you can get it online for $18 only. Facebook user is wire wrapping my green beryl today. Nice. The holes are so tiny I'm having to ream them. Are you, depending on what you're using, if you're you're wire wrapping. Yeah, that might be, you might have to get the right wire size you need. I was going to say, because Softflex has the very fine wire if you're using beading wire, and we find that very fine generally works for almost every single little bead we have. Okay, next up, we have some type of jasper. We just called it a gemstone strand. Some type of jasper. It's just a nice neutral. It's kind of like this driftwood color, right? We'll call it driftwood color. They're cubes, or kind of cubes. They're more maybe rectangles in some ways on one surface. But they're just cool. They're irregular cut, kind of. They're not all the same. This is only a $4 strand. And this is 16-inch strand. 16-inch strand, $4. 2215 is the SKU. 2215. And this looks like Riverstone. Could be. Could be. Oh, Bonnie says that was me. I forgot to change sites. Sometimes it happens, right? I don't know why sometimes on some Facebook places it gives your name and some it doesn't. That's really weird. But $4 strand, y'all. Beautiful. This also go very well with this. Look at that. Add those to that. Oh, so nice. So nice. Amanda says, years ago I looked high and low for that. It's not easy to find. Well, maybe that's what we've got right here. Bonnie says, I didn't have any soft legs, so I had to wire wrap. Bonnie, you should have just asked us. We could have sent you some. Could have sent you some. We still have some. I think we have some very fine stuff in stock if you need it. I'm sure we're sending stuff out to you soon, so hopefully soon. I'm working as I can. Many of you know, we've already talked about our shipper is off for the week. So I'm just doing as much as I can in the evenings, but I'm not getting as much done as I wanted. So I apologize for some of the slow shipping. But once Barb is back next week, we're going to start pushing more stuff out. All right. And a lot of you are waiting anyway because you're waiting for the Desert Discoveries. And many of you have asked us to combine that with other things. So we're trying to hold stuff. Our hold area is not that big, so we're trying to do our best and keep organized. So I'm sorry if things are a little bit slow, but we will get everything out to you. As we always do. Fossilized coral rounds. Who knew, everybody? Who knew that you could get such pretty fossilized coral? Like, I don't know if you can see it because my camera cannot zoom in. That's the one thing about StreamYard that I don't like, is that I can't zoom in for you all. But this is gorgeous fossilized coral. Like the patterning is there. You can tell on many of these stones that this is actual coral because you can see the coral patterns. It's stunning. It's really stunning. And this is $18 a strand for this size, which is 10 millimeter. Only $18. And this is 4707. Now, there was anyway, other sizes of fossilized coral in our online store if it's still there. So you should still be able to find things very possibly there if you want more or other sizes of this. I think we had a size up and a size down from this originally. Or maybe two size. We may have gone down to 6, 8, 10 millimeter. I think we had a 12. All right, and then these are ever popular, but in bursts. Like, have you ever had something that you just feel like people want all at once and then nothing at all? That's these. These are red adventurine triangles, and I know some of you have that. Red adventurine triangles, I know some of you have bought these from us. They fade in to this nice dark orange and then fade back out. So you got this ombre effect. And they're only $8 a strand, everybody. $8 a strand. Bonnie's saying, does the fossilized coral come in red or pinkish red ever? It might. We have not had it recently, though. We have not had it recently, if at all. I'm sure we've had it in the past. But generally, right now, what we're finding is the brown tones. Susan says the triangular shape is cool. It really is. You do not see this very often. I mean, hardly at all. We got this hank of it. We got a few hanks of it, actually, when we bought it because we thought it was so cool. And so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands only left. And 2720 is the skew. If you like any of those, only $8 a strand. That's a lot of cutting and a lot of lining up colors for $8 a strand. All right, that was the half tray that I said that we had. So let's see what we have in some of these other trays. Who likes green puffy quartz ovals? I do. Green puffy quartz ovals? Who doesn't like that? Honestly. They glow. They glow. This is $18 for the half strand. These are approximately 14 by 10 millimeters. 14 by 10 millimeters, and this strand is 7¼ inches or so for the stones themselves, about 7 inches. Just say 7 inches, probably with the tag. But look how pretty that is. $18, 4695 is the skew. I have a few of those. I think I have 3 strands of those available. Just to show you, they're all super pretty. They're equally pretty, all of them. So you're not going to go wrong with any of them if more than one person choose to buy them. And then, how about some jade rectangles? These are the rounded rectangles in this beautiful jade. These are approximately 18 by 13 millimeters. 18 by 13 millimeters, and these are $12. $12 a strand, and I only have this one strand, I think, left. So if you want that, grab it, y'all. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I love it. It's almost waxy looking. Like, I just love that. It's not. It doesn't feel that way, but it almost looks waxy looking. I love that. Oh, Helen's with us. Hello, Helen. Said, finally home with the kids, was behind a car with a Ligonier camp magnet. Nice. Nice. I don't know if that's Ligonier, Pennsylvania, or Ligonier, I think there's a Ligonier, Ohio. Hello, Diane. Thanks for joining us. Next up, we have pre-night ovals. These are kind of rice beads more than ovals. These are really rice beads. 4 by 6 millimeter in pre-night. Only $8 for this strand. Beautiful pre-night. This is 3208 for the skew. 3208. Beautiful pre-night rice beads at 4 by 6 millimeters. How about some yellow opal? How about some yellow opal? Yellow opal. Beautiful little yellow opal nuggets. Some of them are transparent, some of them are opaque, some are somewhere in the middle. This is only $12.50. $12.50. And 4474 is the SKU. I have one strand of these left in store. I don't know if there are any of these in the online store or not. Lena says, lovely yellow opal, good price. I think so. I think it's a great price for that. All right. Whoops, that doesn't go in that pile. I'm trying to keep my piles separate. What is this one? Okay, some olive jade. Olive jade. Beautiful. You can tell we were in the green/yellow tray, right? Some beautiful olive jade. Little rounds. These are approximately 6 millimeter rounds. And that is about a 16-inch strand right there. 15.5 to 16, $14. $14 only. People asking if Andrew's home yet. Nope, not yet. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Andrew is not home yet. He is going to leave tomorrow now. He's going to leave tomorrow now. Let me put these back in this tray. The rest in this tray are a little bit above the $20 mark, so I'm not going to go into those. We're trying to show you what we have for under 20. 20 and under. 20 and under. I didn't leave myself much room. I have a little bit of a mess. I made a little bit of a mess. Who likes small? Who likes small stones? I know some of y'all out there love the small. Like, how about 3 millimeter faceted labradorite? 3 millimeter faceted labradorite. Look at that glow. Look at that shine. For how much? $18.50 only. This is 5469 faceted labradorite rounds. $18.50 only. Next up, we have rainbow agate faceted rounds, 4 millimeters. 4 millimeter rainbow agate faceted rounds. This is only $20 for the strand. Look at how pretty those stones are. And that's 4906 is the SKU. What's next? What do I have next? Come on. Here we go. How about rhodonite? Rhodonite 3 millimeter faceted rounds. Very rarely do you see things like rhodonite turned into these microfaceted tiny rounds, right? People just don't think to do them, but I love this. I love this. Lena says, I was always for the big showy stones, but I have come around to the microfaceted small gems recently. They are just very sparkly. It's true. Even they got the rhodonite to sparkle. Like, how do you do that? You get the rhodonite to sparkle. $18.50 for those. $18.50. 5474 is the SKU. Bonnie says, going to my nephew's hockey game tonight. Going to leave early, but these are beautiful stones. Thank you. And remember, you can feel free to come back and watch the replay to catch anything you missed. And don't forget to hit that share button, y'all. Hit the share button for us. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring. Let's see, what else do I have here? How about some beautiful aquamarine faceted rounds? Microfaceted aquamarine. These are $18.50 for 3mm aquamarine, natural aquamarine faceted rounds. Susan says, there are really good people on this earth. A neighbor whom we don't know well just knocked on our front door to let us know our trunk was open. That's nice. That's really nice. You don't need a dead battery from that, or rain, right? Rain damage. This is 5465. Faceted natural aquamarine rounds at 3mm, $18.50 only a strand. If you're just joining us, thank you. The idea for this video is gemstones under, well, $20 and under. $20 and under. We wanted to show you some of the more affordable things, or some of the things that, you know, are maybe easier for a lot of people to acquire. How about some pink opal? Pink opal faceted rounds in that 3mm. Look how pretty those are in the, whew, those look good on the camera. Those look good on the camera. I bet they look even better. Because I'm seeing it on the camera, I always have, well, not always, but I often have the video up streaming on my computer when I can, so that I can see it. And on Facebook, they look okay. But I bet on 1080p on YouTube, they look even better. And if you don't know, we do stream in 1080p on YouTube. Facebook doesn't allow it. So if you are watching on YouTube, if you hit the little gear icon on the video, sometimes it lets you increase the quality, because sometimes it starts you watching at a lower resolution. So sometimes you have to force it up by hitting that little gear icon on your video and tapping that, and it allows you to increase it to 1080p, or it should. All right, those are $18.50. Pink opal faceted rounds at 3mm. They are 5471. 5471. All right. Wow, I thought this strand was going to be over $20, and it's not, everybody. It's not. Oh, I just put it on YouTube, and it's so nice. It's so much nicer. Okay, I definitely thought these were going to be more expensive. Blue Moonstone faceted rondelles. These are blue Moonstone coming in at 4mm. Faceted rondelles. See that? Look at that flash of blue. You got the blue Moonstone, faceted rondelles, and this is only $16. $16. Marianne says, is there any way to set all YouTube videos to 1080p? I don't know. When I logged in and brought up our video, I was already in 1080p. That was what it was auto set to. So there might be a way. I may have set it myself. I just don't remember. I love these. I think there's only one strand of those. So that's 4579 if you want to grab those. And some people call this blue moonstone because it has the blue. It's probably the same as a rainbow moonstone because most rainbow moonstone flashes blue. So blue moonstone, rainbow moonstone. These are 4mm faceted rondelles, $16. Marianne says, my auto set was 480. You've been watching us in 480 this whole time? Oh, say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. Lily, hello, Lily, says, my feed keeps going in and out. I don't have Wi-Fi. What do you do? What do you do? I have noticed you're watching on Facebook. I had a really hard time watching some of Andrew's videos on Facebook. I don't know why. I was watching on my tablet and I was having a really hard time. And I went over to YouTube and it was just fine. It was just fine. How about some tourmaline, everybody? 3mm faceted tourmaline rounds. Look at how pretty those are. There's some nice color in there. And these are only $18.50. $18. You got the watermelon tourmaline, you got the black tourmaline in there. You got some indicolite even. I don't know if all the strands are the same. I think I have 2 strands of these. Let me see. Is this the same thing? This is the other strand. This is the other strand. Aren't those lovely? Lovely, lovely. So those are 5475. 5475 if you're interested in those. Okay. All right. Now, did you get that Amazonite kit, y'all? Do you want that Amazonite kit? Because look at this Amazonite. Amazonite 3mm faceted rounds. That beautiful color, $18.50. 5464 is the SKU. I have 2 strands of these available. Look at those. How nice are those? Whew, those are nice. Those are nice. How much is this one? Ooh. And then, how about some blue aventurine? Blue aventurine 3mm faceted rounds. Blue aventurine. Sandra says they look like aqua. The Amazonite, yes, it does. It's got a pretty blue color, almost like aquamarine, but a little bit more green blue than most aquamarine, I think. These are 5466. These are, again, blue aventurine faceted rounds at 3mm. All right, let's see. I have others, but I think we'll pause on some of that. Oh, wait, what are these? How much are these? Oh, I gotta show these. How about we do some pink aventurine? Pink aventurine, look at the color in these. It's an orangey pink color. Pink aventurine. These are $18.50 also for this strand. Pink aventurine, $18.50 for the 3mm faceted rounds. Beautiful, beautiful color. Looks peach here. It is very peachy. It's on the orange side even of peach, you know, for being called pink. It's definitely on the orange side of peach. Okay, let me put these back in the tray in some kind of almost orderly fashion. I'm not going to guarantee myself that these are going to go in as orderly as I want them, but it's not too terrible as I knock them, almost dump the whole tray. All right, what do we have next? We're going bigger again. We're going bigger again. How about grade A Unakite? These are 10 by 14 millimeter rectangles. Grade A Unakite, 10 by 14 millimeter rectangles. Love these. These have some beautiful color. If you want to add some green to your painted desert mix, this would be the stone to do it, because it already matches with the peachy, orangey colors happening in it. But that'll allow you to bring in some green that is not in the painted desert kit so much. So that'd be beautiful together. That is $18 in the online store if you want that. And this strand is only $16, and I only have 2 of them. $16. Marion says, I have the Unakite. Nice. Nice. And thank you. All right, what else do I have in this tray? I think this one is, yeah. How about some mahogany obsidian? Something I've not seen much of. I don't know if that's an actual name or if one of our vendors made it up for something. Mahogany obsidian, 10 by 14 millimeter faceted puffed ovals. Faceted puffed ovals. Look at those. That also would bring some darker colors, but really blend well with the painted desert kit. I keep showing that. These are good colors for that. But look at these. Puffy faceted ovals. So you can see the facets. Hopefully you can see them there. And you get the whole strand, $10 only. $10. Michelle says chocolate. It does kind of look like chocolate, right? Amanda says, I love those. Thank you. Okay, what else is in this tray? Is this under 20? No, that one just happens not to be. This one is 20. Tiger iron jasper rectangles. Tiger iron. These are a really cool, almost chromey effect. But I love the lines. I don't know if, hopefully you can see it. The colored lines in there of that tiger iron. These are, Michelle says, very different. These are, and they're really super cool. Like I said, they're almost like a silver, a matte silver with a beautiful red streaks going through it. I love this strand. You have to look at it though. It's one of those strands you have to look at to appreciate, because otherwise it just looks kind of plain. But when you really start looking at it and start seeing those reds pop out, Michelle says they look, the metal and rust look. Yes, exactly. It looks like rusted metal, which is kind of cool, I think. Maybe that's just me. This is a $20 strand, and this is 2682. 2682 is the SKU. Again, goes well with that. Oh, I just looked at my computer. It actually looks a lot better on my computer than the color does on my camera screen, my phone screen. How about some bronzite? Bronzite Jasper, 18 by 14 millimeter puffy ovals. Bronzite, puffy ovals. You see some flash in those. Hopefully you're seeing that. There's some nice flash in these. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, So nice. So they're like all like that. This is only $18. Again, 18 by 14 millimeter puffy ovals, bronzite. And what else is here? Another bronzite, but this time in 14 millimeter squares. 14 millimeter squares, again, only $18. These are super cool. Sometimes I forget we have some of these things. That's really delightful, actually. $18, and it is 2729 for the SKU, 2729. If you want to send that along with your screenshots, makes it easy for me to find them for you. I hope you're all enjoying this and finding some good stuff. Whoa! As I'm dropping things. Okay. We've been going for about an hour and a half. I'm probably stepping on toes on other time slots. So I'm going to call this an end for today. That was a good bit of stones. We did a good bit today. Let me go ahead. I'm going to flip the camera around here real quick. I'm going to try and make these not so long all the time because we're probably running into other people's time slots, which is kind of not the point, right? We don't want to do that too much. So we will continue the $20 and under show tomorrow because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 more trays to go over with you. All right. So if you did see something you liked today, please take a screenshot, send it to us in an email, and I will be sorting those probably, what day is today? Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Probably sort them out tomorrow, and then we'll get started on doing a few more tomorrow as well. I wanted to check something real quick. Okay, I have not heard back yet. But we were talking a little bit yesterday about how we are going to have, we might have a talk with Raven's Journey about their check glass. And they just confirmed that they definitely want to do that with us. So we are excited. It's going to happen most likely sometime next week. So if you do have questions about any of the check glass that you purchased, or have a question before you make a purchase, there's still a lot left, you might want to tune in to that. And we're going to go over kind of the different coatings they use, the different treatments, the different ways of making things, their different patterns, designs, all that good stuff. So I'm going to, once I find out from them, we're settling on a day and time. We're going to try and do it during a live at 5, but I'm not sure if that's going to work for them on their side of the world, their side of the US. So we will let you know though. So stay tuned, make sure you turn on notifications, and get ready to hang out with us and Raven's Journey as we go over check glass in detail. I don't know what all we're going to get up to talking about, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. So once I hear back from them, like I said, I will post a live event on Facebook and on YouTube, so you can know when that's going to happen. So hit that notification bell and get ready for some goodness coming your way. We're going to take a day probably from the live at 5 and just have a chat with Raven's Journey over there. And I think that's going to be really cool. Because how often do you get to do that? Talk to the person who is responsible for making all these designs that you all love, right? So I think that's really awesome. So thank you today. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, just send us an email. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening or morning or afternoon, wherever it is in your neck of the woods. And we will see you back here tomorrow with some more $20 and under beautiful gemstones. Bye, everybody.